Katini.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. There's something about the three strikes approach which this government can't seem to get enough of. In this bill, the three strikes rule is applied to determine illegal file sharing. In the Māori Party, all of us have children or mukapuna in our lives who would think nothing of sharing music, video and game files over computer networks such as the internet. In my day, we might have borrowed cassettes or actually LP, for those of you that are too young to know, long play records. So we could borrow these off of our mates, but today's kids are accessing the latest hits online. The amendment we are voting on today puts in place a fair and balanced process to deal with online copyright infringements, which are occurring via the process of file sharing. The process is described as fair precisely because of this three strikes rule. The three notice process is to give sufficient warning to file sharers that unauthorised sharing of copyright works is illegal. But the bill itself doesn't just restrict itself to warnings. It also puts in place, like we have been seeing more and more of with the standard government approach, an almost predictable series of sanctions and punishments. The Copyright Tribunal will have an extended jurisdiction to enable it to hear complaints and award penalties of up to $15,000, the amount based on the amount of damage sustained by the copyright owner. The bill also enables copyright owners to seek the suspension of internet accounts through the District Court for up to 6 months. Lest I give the impression of unreasonableness, I hasten to suggest that there is some leniency around timeframes. In essence, account holders will have an opportunity to address illegal file sharing activity occurring on their internet connection before enforcement action is taken. The timing is also extended to challenge notices and may request hearings at the Copyright Tribunal to contest infringement claims. Mr Speaker, we believe this bill will be welcomed by the music industry as a weapon in the battle against online piracy. There are huge issues associated with the lack of intellectual property rights, not to mention the significant declines in revenue that the copyright owner would otherwise be entitled to. The extent of downloading by individuals is so severe that copyright owners claim that it is having a substantial economic impact on their businesses. The interesting thing for the Māori Party will be to see how the range of measures introduced in this bill will be received. It is, of course, well known that the previous consultation around Section 892A of the Act was widely condemned. One of those criticisms was that the former bill had no process allowing people to challenge internet users, challenged internet users to rebut a copyright owner's allegations. Under the new law, file downloaders who feel they have been wrongly penalised will be able to take their case to the Copyright Tribunal for free. At the end of the day, the real key to the success of this bill will be in the way in which it is received by the people. We are told that the bill is the result of extensive consultation with stakeholders. Time will tell whether that consultation has produced the positive results sought. To this end, we will support this bill at the first reading to enable the kōrero to be heard.
Katrina Shanks.
Speaker, it's my pleasure to take a call on this Act today. I'd like to acknowledge the work that the Minister has put into Section 92A and the solutions that he's found. It's interesting because we're in a society now where digital technology is the norm, where IT growth is the norm, where many houses have computers, where our youth from as young as 3, 4 and 5 can actually go onto the computers and work them, have got access to the internet, actually go on the internet, are on Facebook, have these amazingly interactive games in Facebook, even Farmville, which is a fantastic game. And I've got to say, all my children are Farmville people as well, and there's nothing like virtual farming to bring it to, really get in touch with your constituents. But we're in an era now where the internet is actually the norm. And no, I'm not. But I do have some rural constituents in Ohio. And we're virtual and real. And we're in a society now where people, it's